So last time we fell off a building.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the scientist man?
The scientist man died. He died like 2 levels ago, please.
I know, but maybe he fell down here too.
No, respect his death.
We're sitting in his corpse right now.
Oh no.
Thankfully we have a phone line straight to Mika, so we get to get a little more from her before we go in.
She's dead. I mean, he's dead. Mika, he's fucking gone.
He might be okay. We just can't talk to him, he's in extensive care. He's old. He can't handle blood loss.
God, she just won't shut up.
Well, I mean, we keep talking to her. Oh no, Dr. T's grayed out.
And then Gungrave quips, say your prayers, because they're in a church.
I don't believe in a god.
This seems like this looks like the kind of person who would say that. Oh, religion's ridiculous.
I just want a character who just has a quip that's just, I'm real cool.
Stained glass, more like pained ass.
Oh, no.
Oh shit, he's got 2 guns!
So here's Bunji Kujiwara. He was our student at some point.
Oh, no.
Oh, sorry, Bunji Kukishira. So here's the thing I hate about him. He opens every fight with this attack, and if you aren't, like, really good at dodging, it takes out more than half your full health, so I just restart immediately.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
So, yeah, you have to be very careful at the start just to, like, dodge out of the way in the right way, or you could just shoot him with a missile.
There you go.
So, like, I think the most embarrassing thing about it is that you got your ass kicked by a guy called Bunji.
Bunji Kukishira, yeah.
I guess the student had become the master, yeah.
My gun
But that's
student.
like one of his mainstay attacks, and another issue is that if you leave him alone, he'll go behind a pillar and start healing. So this is basically just a race to kill him as fast as possible. Like I do.
I love the wide sweep for one dude.
Yeah, like, come on, dude.
He's curving the bullets like in Wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That makes sense why he got shot so many times.
He's shooting the bullets into other bullets to deflect back to hit him. It's absolutely what he's doing.
It's very much whatever that booby trigun was made. Or gunslinger or whatever? I don't know.
Gunslinger Stratos?
Are we supposed to feel sorry for this dude? We met him 3 minutes ago.
We have history with him. I do like his harmonica music, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that feels real Western about this cowboy story.
Honestly, the setting for the church is really cool, like especially the water on the floor and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like this fight.
There's some neat stuff. Anyways, he just disappears into whatever.
That's how people died on the PS2.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
They couldn't
Can't keep
handle
those
having
bodies
bodies. Yeah.
Anyways, we're on our way to the final level now. That was just a little beginning taste.
Oh, cool.
Oh, man.
And here's where all the backstory is.
Brandon.
So here's us, pre-death.
I just really like the way the guy just said, Brendan.
Hi, it's me, Brandon Beyond Grave Gravenson.
Heat. So we are a man named Brandon Heat. That's our friend Harry MacDowell.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's the famous troll I heard so much about.
This is Big Daddy, the previous leader of the Syndicate.
Of course.
So this is Big Daddy's house.
He's married to a girl named Maria, who Brandon loves, but gave up for the mafia leader, Big Daddy.
Yeah, she's Big Mommy.
Right. Well, I mean, she's having a child, so yes.
Yeah.
この子の世界を守ってほしい。ありがとう。
ブランドン。ボスをやろう。
And Harry has no respect for the hierarchy of the mafia.
Whoa, what a troll.
今やらなきゃ俺たちは
He's probably writing mean things about Big Daddy on those online sites as well.
Oh,
More
no.
like Big Fatty.
Oh no. He's writing a story right now about how he totally beat Brandon's ass.
I love the pause where it's all to say, Brandon.
Oh,
I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
so that's
Oh,
where
no.
Brandon got his signature fighting style of shooting a lot of bullets.
Yeah. And this is why he has the thing over his eye.
Yeah, of course.
Oh no, I wasted all my ammo, now I can't assassinate the boss.
Does he have eye patches over all the other bullet holes?
Well, we don't know. He's wearing that suit. I like to believe so, though.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. A nice walk down memory lane.
I feel like we all learned something today.
Brandon's just like, God, I fucking hate elevators.
So here's where the setting gets weird.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So we're fighting like aliens now.
Uh-huh.
So, the implication is that Seed, the drug, is alien, like, tech, sort of, or like an alien drug that turns people into those, enemies we've been fighting, and also these enemies.
Chirps, you're just joking with me. I know this is a remake of Chikan the Forever Man.
And so we're off to go, take down Harry, who probably is also infested with aliens or something.
I mean, we all just want to die, of course.
So, I thought it was something with demons that make those bosses, like, change into weird monsters, but it's just literally they shot heroin into their dick, and that made them powerful.
Basically like alien heroin. It's pretty crazy stuff.
I mean,
do.
aliens are the real demons.
I think the implication is also has something to do with, the, like, sort of thing that Brandon went through to come back to life? Or Grave here?
Huh. Okay.
Like, his Grave had to go through a weird setup to go, to come back to life, and if they do it on a living person, it turns them into some kind of weird, horrible monster based on their personality traits. Like how that, Bob Poundmax was extremely fat and just, instead of just regular fat. And
Because
also
being
could fly.
fat is a personality trait.
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the defining thing about you.
I do, though, really like these, like, crooked staircases.
Yeah, it's neat. You can fall off them, though, which is not as neat.
Yeah, that's less neat. But, like, design-wise, I kind of like them.
Yeah, falling off doesn't have any real... The only problem with it is that you have to start from the beginning of the level, but none of the enemies respawn or anything, so it's not, like,
No.
an issue. It's just traveling
unnecessary.
back.
Yeah. That
It's
seems-
surprisingly kind.
Grave just has to take the elevator back up.
kind but unnecessary. That sounds a lot like
Yeah.
me.
You have to take the elevator back up and also watch that cutscene again.
Every time Grave rolls his eye more times.
God, I just cannot get over fucking Harry's betrayal. So these aliens also come in multiple types, like regular enemies. These ones with the big arms shoot rockets out of them.
Oh, like homing missiles.
Oh,
Yes.
it's coming right for us.
And this
Okay.
thing is like is some kind of incubator. These guys have 4 shotguns as their arms, and he fell off. Whoops. And then there are the ones we saw earlier that have like swords for arms. They're pretty cool.
I wish
So-
we got to play as, like, the Goro with shotguns.
Yeah,
That would be
kind of
cool.
cool.
That would honestly be kind of cool if there was like a multiplayer thing where you could play as them.
Yeah. So, but like, there's no damage that's incurred when you fall? Like, it's just getting teleported back to the beginning?
Yeah, and even if you fall onto ground, there's no fall damage either.
Oh. Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's not like a serious issue. It's more of just an inconvenience.
I
Yeah.
feel like Grave probably got over the whole fall damage after falling out of the elevator the first time.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Like, after that, like, nothing else feels nearly as bad.
It's like having a vaccine. Like, you get a little bit of that, and then your body can just handle it.
That's right. Grave just, like, injected a little bit of an elevator inside himself.
Right. He is part elevator now.
He's now completely inoculated to elevators.
It got him really high.
Great.
Ah, J. I'm not even mad, I'm just disappointed.
I'm sorry, Dad.
No problem, son.
Yeah, they're the sword guys. They can slide on the ground real cool. Kind of like they got sweet skateboards, but they don't. They have swords.
Well, yeah, why don't they, like, skate on that?
I don't know, you know? It's a good question.
That's why this game sucks.
Have you
No, it's
never
great.
used the taunt button?
I don't think that's in the first game.
Oh, it isn't? Okay.
No. Taunt game... Look, spoilers, there's a taunt button in the next game.
There's a
okay.
next game?
Oh,
Alright.
spoilers!
We have to do a retake here. Oh my god.
Oh, you love these guys at the fort. So, if you don't shoot them off of the area like I did with the first one, they're really annoying to deal with because every time you shoot them once, they'll block, like they are now. And so you really only get like 1 or 2 hits in before they get to have a chance to counterattack.
Can you use your melee attack?
You can, but that just knocks them out of the block, so it's an issue.
Alright, so wait, the block is also for melee attacks. That's kinda...
It's a little, yeah, but you can use the, but I just recover some life here. It's hard, you know. They're really pulling out all the stops near the end here.
Huh.
Only Mason.
Oh no.
Oh no! I fell.
Thanks for demonstrating that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, we talked about it ahead of time. I thought we should, you know, just go over it a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can hear all the explosions and things happening as they try to attack us from wherever they are.
Oh man, that sounds exciting, whatever's going on over there.
Yeah, it must be going crazy over there. Some of them followed us.
It's so exciting, it's clipping the sounds.
Yeah.
It's just way too loud. That's like doubly loud, because we already have to have this turned down so low in our video players.
God, yeah, I can only imagine
Yeah.
how loud it is at full volume.
I've got it at like 30%.
I think I've got it to like 7%.
Yeah, like we've got... It's pretty low, because, man, that's probably my biggest problem, is just the sound balancing.
I've just chosen to become deaf.
I've got it at 150.
It's a pretty
That's
bold
right,
life
I
choice.
just put like 2 guns near my ears and just started shooting until I can't hear anything anymore.
Right, you're really getting into it. You're like doing
Yeah.
that,
It's called a cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You're getting into character by just shooting a lot of guns while you commentate. It's gonna be really hard to get out of the commentary, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bought some nice, like, really bassy headphones that just shoot a bullet every time the bass comes on.
Like a little pistol just kind of like comes out of a hidden compartment and fires into the air.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I have to buy a new monitor every day with mine.
But you know, it's worth it. There is a quality to those headphones that you just can't compare to.
They really
Oh!
should have made a Gungrave rhythm game.
Oh man.
Shooting guns to the rhythm.
Yeah.
Kind of like a taiko drummer sort of thing.
Finally, collecting beats makes sense.
I really want to see like one of these characters try to walk their way through a doorway.
Yeah, the broad shoulders, everyone's tall.
The gigantic arms.
That coffin.
Yeah, right.
I mean, it's hard enough to walk some of these hallways that have been through this game.
I wonder if they put as much attention to the the multi shotguns as they do to the grave on his back.
Like they'd scrape on the hallways like
Yeah.
everything else.
Just push like all the arms over to the side.
Or have to put them backwards.
They just, like, hold them all behind their backs.
Yeah, that would be nothing but an inconvenience. It must be hard out there for an alien race giving space heroin to all the unwitting humans.
I mean, it's what they say, pimpin' ain't easy.
Yeah?
ようブランドン
So,
Angle? Oh,
What?
okay.
Okay.
Gungrave was basically like the first like indie art game, right? Because it's like 2 hours long.
It's a score attack.
何でもやったな
It is extremely score attack, actually.
Just like Abzu or Parodius.
Mm-hmm.
好きに奪えて好きに与えられる夢が叶ったんだぜ
Ugh, did Harry paint his nails? Classic Harry.
All our dreams are fulfilled, like me dying.
そうだ大事な人を紹介し忘れていたボスだ死んだっての
Oh my god.
I like how he slowly turns around. Like, what?
Wait, what?
That's not fair. Harry didn't even let you shoot him once.
So meet
fucked
Big
up.
Daddy. This is what happened.
He is a daddy now, alright.
I really dislike this fight, not because it's like super hard, but all the attacks are the type where if you don't start at one end and completely move to the other by the end of the attack, you're going to get hit.
Right.
And these do a lot of damage. So it's like you have to have sort of perfect movement, because if you're even just a little bit off, he'll end up hitting you because all of his attacks go from one end to the other.
I mean, they do say parenthood is tough.
Yeah, you know, he's trying to deal with it the best he can.
It also just kind of seems to me like this guy just doesn't really react to you the same way other bosses do when you shoot him.
Then there's not a lot of lead up to the attacks, so it's hard to tell, you know, when it's happening and what's going to happen with enough time to react.
Oh man, I'm so tired.
I'll let my missiles take care of it.
You already used this one, Gungrave.
Yeah, you know, oh no, see, it's multiple.
Oh, jeez.
Now this is what I call a combo. Because it was 2 attacks.
Right. Oh, he lost his arms.
Oh.
That's one thing Gungrave never is. Unarmed.
Right.
That's right.
He's always armed and dangerous.
Well, that guy was armed to the teeth.
I really don't know what happens at this point in the story.
This is
What?
Bigger Daddy.
Oh no, it's Big Granddaddy.
This is the final boss.
But is this Harry?
No. Well, maybe this part isn't quite explained, so I'm not positive. So, as you can see, that one of the attacks is shooting like floating bodies at you that explode. They're shooting the eyeball out with the laser. There's ramming into you. This isn't as hard a boss fight, but if you get hit, it can be hard to recover. Is the issue? Because I'm pretty sure I do this one completely damageless.
Oh wow, why don't you fucking pat yourself on the back, buddy?
I will. Oh, also, there's this attack where he sucks you in, but you can just shoot a missile at him and he'll stop.
So we're basically just fighting Andros right now.
Yeah, this is kind of Andros.
And then your dad's gonna show up and be like, I'll protect you, son.
And it's just Brandon Heat wearing sunglasses.
And you're just like, Big Father?
Right, because we're, you know, respectful. We don't call him
Yeah,
Big Daddy.
Right.
Yeah.
But, is there just, like, infinite room to backtrack here?
Yes, there's no back to it because he's constantly moving forward, and that's one of the things that kind of
Okay.
is as an attack.
Actually, there is an end to it. If you go far enough, there is an end.
Oh, is there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I've never had that problem, so.
Yeah. Most people won't. That's just like if you never shoot them.
Right. Oh, you figured that out? You did the hard investigative journalism?
Forgot about
You know,
this
sometimes
attack.
somebody's got to do research for these LPs.
Oh, we'll shoot another missile, too.
No,
Oh,
it's-
and this gun, too.
Yeah.
And one of these, and one of these.
Just all the guns. Every gun.
This is the supercut right here.
Just
Right.
fuck it, let's just do it. Let's do it live. Fuck it.
Like, Brandon's realizing that he bought all these extra missiles is like, I gotta get rid of these somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta make a return on investment.
Johnson.
I'm sorry for not being artsy.
Oh, come on.
Gungrave.
Your artistic bonus is basically tied to how many times you use your special attacks. And I just don't find it as useful in this level, so... You have to pull the trigger here.
Oh.
It's one of the first games to really put you in the, in the
Yeah,
character.
Kojima is a fucking hack.
Basically, is what I'm getting at.
Now
here.
you really are Brandon.
This really is the Spec Ops The Line of its time.
I hereby pronounce you Harry.
The big Brandon.
I hereby give you the title Harry 223.
That's how they get their names.
Yeah, you become Double Harry.
So stay tuned for Gungrave 223.
Alright.
Whoever kills Harry 222 becomes Harry 222.
Oh, thank goodness, my jam's on the radio again.
They're big shoes to fill, so...
I thought you was just gonna smash it.
I hate this song.
I'm so sick of this fucking song.
Nah, we're just taking a ride in our sick motorcycle.
I like that he stole Alex's Street Fighter jacket.
Wow, what a beautiful scene.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's
Big
all
Daddy.
of Gungrave 1.
Huh. Oh, that was a game.
Yeah.
It's really quick, but I think that benefits it, given that, like, on new, whenever you start a new game, it always starts you from the beginning with 0 skulls. It's very much built to be kind of score attack and sort of a character action that's quick to finish and hard to master kind of thing.
It seems very much like a game that would have actually been in an arcade, to be honest.
Yeah,
a little
it
bit.
definitely seems built for it, not only with the length, but, like, you could do it with sort of the dual gun sort of thing that, like, Gunslinger Stratos does.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Oh, that would be so good.
But they probably, like, figured it was too easy a game for the arcade, so they put it on a PS2.
Right.
Well, I don't know, if you didn't have that health refill thing, I feel like Charms would have lost a couple of quarters.
Yeah, for sure. In a couple of cases.
What fucking place are you at that they steal quarters in arcades?
Sorry, entire dollars.
I'm sorry, fucking firstborn children.
Yeah, like he
Thank
fucking
you.
would have lost several mortgages at this point.
I think one of the things that made this game big enough that it could support a multimedia franchise is that the creator of Trigun did character designs for it, and especially in the West, that series was huge, so the popularity of that carried over to this just by the use of his name.
What
You
has
can
he
see a
done
lot of that
now?
in sort of the character designs and also the guns. Yasuhiro Naitao is the name of the designer.
You know, I am gonna say, like, I don't actually like this game much, if only because it, like, just watching it, like, I haven't played it, but just watching it, it just made me nauseous as hell. So,
It's-
like,
It's a
That's-
rough... I think it's kind of rough around the edges for sure in a lot
Yeah.
of ways. There's, like, a good idea in there, and I think some of it really hits, but other times, especially like the camera and sort of movement, it's really sort of janky.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
it has kind of neat, like, very extremely PS2 goofiness, but like, yeah, it's like an extremely coarse game.
Mm-hmm. And I think in a way it benefits from being short.
Yeah,
Because of
most
that.
definitely. Because, like, I feel like this really is a game where, like, it's
the
one-
Rash.
my favorite Battletoad.
Me too.
It's a fun little quirky game that really, it doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's always introducing, like, new enemies, and, like, even if it's just, like, new designs towards them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I think that's great. I actually really like this game. I think it's definitely worth the $10 or whatever it goes for.
Yeah.
It's extremely PS2 and it's charming in that way.
Yeah, it's one of those reasons why I like the PS2, because of doofy games like this.
I mean, as a game it looks fun enough, but once again, I stress, I got nauseous as hell watching this, so
Yeah,
that's a minor. That's a major, actually, point against it. Sorry.
Well, yeah, I get that. I can understand why that'd be an issue.
I
and
say
how that comes
Gungrave,
across.
throw it out the window.
Aw, damn.
Oh.